Good morning, lovelies. How are you? So, this is my first YouTube video, and I'm very excited about it because I was supposed to do this almost a year ago. But I'm starting now, so that's great. I am going to do this currently right now for my page, do this on my nail school experience that started about the 24th of May. So, I've been in nail school for about 2-3 weeks. And I'm sorry, I mean, I'm not lie. It didn't start on the 24th. I moved to Georgia and back to Georgia on the 24th. Nail school started on the 29th, that following Monday. So I've been there for about 2 weeks. Nail school is the biggest thing in my life right now because my husband and I are separated due to the fact that I moved to Georgia earlier than him. And he sent me so I could go to school because he's very supportive, which is great. Having support is freaking awesome. It's also important because this is me starting something that I can build into a business and have for my children. First thing about this experience is enrollment. And a lot of videos don't do a lot of talking about how the enrollment works, how your financial aid works, and those are really important things. The first thing I will tell you is yes, it is covered by both your Pell Grant, your student loans will pay for it. So your government educational financial aid will cover nail school. My particular school cost about $10,500. That includes my books, my time in class, supplies, because of course you can't do nails without having supplies. It also covers your senior kit, your freshman kit, and the fees for your license that you will need when you get out. So there is a large state board, which is very important. That is the cost breakdown. I'll do another video detailing this, but I just wanted to go ahead and start. Also, your military financial aid for school will cover your GI Bill, your vocational rehabilitation, and your I believe your Montgomery GI Bill will cover it. But as most military people know, GI Bill and Montgomery GI Bill are slightly different in how they work. I am currently on the GI Bill. Due to the fact of how I got out the Army and how fast I got out and all of that, my GI Bill is only covering 60%. So I am using both the GI Bill and my financial aid. The first thing about financial aid is even though it does cover and your school will not make you pay any money up front if you are eligible for financial aid, it does not pay out. So any refund you would get from overpayment using a student loan that you want to pull or anything like that will not be available to you until you reach 310 credit hours. So my program is 620. For the nail tech, it's 620 credit hours for the state of Georgia. And I have to remind you, I am in Georgia. And that does, I believe, make a difference in some areas. Because I do know that Florida only requires 200 hours to become a nail tech. So at 310 hours is when my financial aid will actually pay out. Crazy enough, that means I have to get halfway through my 6 months, which is how long it takes to cover the program. For our school, it takes 6 months if you do daytime classes and 8 months if you do nighttime classes. They pay out halfway through. Now, with that being said, you can graduate early. You can graduate up to 2 weeks early. However, if you graduate earlier than the 2 weeks, and that's your contracted date, of course, if you graduate earlier than 2 weeks, the financial aid will not pay out for you. So it's not like when you go to school at a university, college, or anything like that. It's a little bit different because we do work off of credit hours versus working off of a semester schedule. Makes sense, makes things a little bit harder. So if you're planning to use your financial aid to help with any expenses that you would occur from going to school, you might want to plan around that. As far as the GI Bill, when I called them, they will pay out my tuition money, my 60% of my tuition, and I do get a book stipend from them. So instead of it giving me, such as if I was on a semester schedule, I get 60%, they give me $600. Due to the fact I'm on a an hourly schedule, they will only pay out the 300. So you're pretty much going to only get half of what you would normally get due to how the classes work, how your hours work, and all of that. But once again, financial aid for the government, not GI Bill, sorry, your Pell Grant and your student loans pay out after 310 hours, which is important to know. And nobody set me up for that and explain that, because a lot of Nell videos I've watched don't explain the financial aid portion, which is very important. Also, if you've watched Nell videos, you see the very pretty, nice rolling kits with all of the great goodies that you get: the acrylic, the gel polishes, the brushes, and all of that. Our school, due to the behavior of students before my class for sure that I know, has opted not to give that out as a freshman incentive. They have opted to wait till you hit the senior floor. They had a problem with students leaving after receiving the kit. So basically, they weren't getting the school was not getting any kind of payment. So they were basically handing out kits for free, which is an understandable thing. You have to understand that there are things that happen and there are reasons for the rules. Also, you have a freshman class and a senior class. They are revolving. So if you come in, there's 4 chapters you have to do for a freshman. They're revolving. So if you come in on chapter 3 and we have to do 3, 6, 8, and 7. If you come in on 3, you're going to move on to 6, and then you're going to move on to 7. You're going to move on to 8. But there will be people in your class that are on different chapters. You just have to pay attention. I came in and hit the door rolling. I mean, I took the chapter 6 test and didn't have everything I needed. There's another classmate of mine who did the same thing. You can graduate early. So it's up to you how you want to work it and what you need to do. For my particular school, there is attendance, and you should be in attendance. There's no reason when you're shelling out $10,000 that you should not want to be in attendance, barring, emergency situations. So you have a freshman and a senior class. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Freshman class is anything from 0 to 140 hours, and you have 4 tests you have to take to get out of the freshman side. After 140 hours, you move to your senior side as long as you have passed your 4 tests and you've done what you're supposed to be doing. Senior side is when you get the nice, pretty kit. Now, I don't know how much you played in nail stuff or what you're thinking about, but there is more to nail school than, hey, I'm going to go play in this acrylic. I'm going to go slap something on these nails. There is nail care, and you should want to care for people's nails so they can keep coming back to you. There's bookwork. A lot of bookwork. I hate bookwork. I wanted to go in and play and stuff, but I do understand the importance of nail care. If you've ever had acrylics and you've had them taken off improperly and you stuck your hands in dishwater and it burned and you knew the water wasn't hot, or it hurt and the water was cold, you'll understand the importance of nail care. That bookwork will be very important to you. There is a few other things, but I do have to get myself ready to go to class, and I'll post another video probably at the end of this week or on next Monday talking about the next few things that are important about nail school. So thank you for watching. Video quality, my talking, everything will get a little bit better. I just moved into my house, so I don't have everything I need, but it will get better. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a great day.